We're joined today by Tor McCaul, Managing Director of Comet Ridge. Tor, thanks for your time.
No worries, David.
Coal seam gas in Queensland. Why this region? Why these projects?
Well, I guess it started 20 odd years ago. The state government mandated an amount of gas to go into power gen, and that really helped Arrow and CH4 and some other small companies get up and get running. Turned out then that the reserves were large, and by 2015 you've got an LNG industry exporting gas into Asia. So it's been a pretty big growth story, I guess, for the last, really started probably 20 years ago.
And the projects that Comet Ridge have are reasonably well endowed from an infrastructure point of view, close to the buyers?
Yeah, we've got Mahalo Hub's really the key for us. We've been in joint venture there for a long time with Santos and with Originate LNG, although we bought Originate LNG share out a year ago. And we've also bid on some additional bidding rounds that the Queensland Government has put out in the last few years, and we've been very lucky to win 3 100% blocks across the north of Mahalo. So we've almost doubled our total area. We've then done a pilot scheme last year where we've drilled a pilot at Mahalo North, and we flowed 1.75 million cubic feet of gas out of a single well, which we feel is a pretty big achievement. Our industry runs pilots, but often with multiple wells. We've been able to get this flow rate with a single producing well. So we're not that far from Gladstone. We're only 240 k's west of Gladstone. And we're also about 70 or 80 k's north of 2 major pipelines that run into Gladstone, both to LNG and domestic. So we feel like we've got the right address, we've got the right partner in Santos, we've got a big area, and we've got proven flow rates and reserves.
How important are the partners to these projects?
They're very important. Joint ventures can bog down, and we probably, in our old Mahalo joint venture, didn't progress as quickly as we wanted to, and that's why when COVID hit, we took the opportunity to talk to Origin, LNG and buy their share. We did that with a loan from Santos, and then Santos and Comet Ridge shared the equity. So we rebalanced the joint venture at 57% Comet, 43% Santos. And we're pleased to have Santos as the operator on that part. They've got proven track record, obviously, for producing gas. They put some really low-cost production modules on their Arcadia field. They've just started their second module on Arcadia, which is just to the south. And so we're pleased to have Santos with us for the main Mahalo field. We're also pleased to have the 100% blocks to the north, so we can develop those and produce those ourselves into the Gemina network.
The energy market, both globally and locally on the East Coast, is a rapidly dynamic market. What are you seeing, and how big's the opportunity?
I think the opportunity is huge. I think renewables have to be supported by natural gas. There's a whole pile of reasons, but basically gas is the perfect fuel to be started up very quickly, produce electricity and then turn it off when you don't need it. The thing that gets lost, I think, is manufacturing needs so much gas. The glasses that I'm looking at you through are made from natural gas, your cameras. There's so many things in any room you walk into that are made from natural gas. Fertilisers, a lot of the world's fertilisers are natural gas. So while a lot of us read the paper and focus on electricity and energy, it's the manufacturing part that I think gets lost. And so gas will be with us for decades.
Where to from here? What's the future look like for Comet Ridge?
So the future's pretty bright. We've spent this year doing our environmental work in the field to get our Mahalo North project online. Concurrently, we're working with Santos and Gemina on the pipeline, getting our feed study started. We're about to submit our applications to federal and state government to develop Mahalo North. And we're also about to sign our first gas sales agreement with CleanCo, which is a Queensland Government power generator. We were lined up to sign that late last year, but the government gave us a market intervention, and it's taken a little while to kind of work through that. And we're really pleased that the small companies like Comet Ridge have been exempted from most of what's in that mandatory code of conduct, which lets us get back to business and back to dealing with our buyers on a one-on-one type of basis where we work the price out together rather than having someone from government tell us what the price needs to be. So the combination of development application plus Gemina pipeline plus our GSA puts us on a really strong footing to sanction our project next year.
A significant land holding of quality projects, attracting the right partners at the right time. Exciting times ahead for Comet Ridge and its shareholders. Tor, thanks for your time.
Thank you, David.